I am going to do my front shocks on video. I said I wasn't going to do that, but I'm going to, and the reason why is because I missed a couple clips when I was editing, and I want to get those clips included in the video on the shocks. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're in luck. The bolt comes out. But I won't get to show you how to get one out that won't come out yet. Not on this one. On this old Freightliner FLD, we got the bottom has this pipe coming through there, and it's offset. You got about an inch on one side and about 3/8 of an inch on the other. So you got to watch for that when you put it in. This goes towards the inside. Not all trucks have them set up that way, but this one does. Kind of self-explanatory. Look, this shock is completely dead. I guarantee you, the biggest bodybuilder would never be able to move those shocks that quick like that. So you just put it back together same way it comes apart. These shocks do turn internally, so it's no big deal if it's not the direction you want it. You just move it out to where you can move it, and you put your bolt in there. Now I should put anti-seize on these threads and inside the shaft here a little bit, but I'm not going to. This is the last shocks this truck's going to get. If anything goes wrong with that shock in the next year or two, it'll come out of there. And if nothing goes wrong with it anytime soon, the thing will last the rest of my driving career. Got a 1 1/16, 1 1/16 socket on this in my case. Don't have the air turned on. Be right back. I don't want to gall up those threads. I'm going to go ahead and start taking the bottom one off. Let those threads cool down a minute. When it's got that much resistance because of the self-locking nut and the rust on the threads, don't just continue to hammer when it gets real hot. It will start to gall the threads up, and then they'll be destroyed. So you don't want that to happen. I don't have a tap or a die, a thread die that size. I don't know what size it is. Looks like about 3/4 fine thread. I certainly don't have one like that, so gotta be careful not to damage those threads. Let the heat soak into the rest of the nut. And take another shot at it. Or sometimes you just got to run it back down tight, put some more oil on it, and then draw it out again. I think that's what I got to do here. I'm going to spray some more oil on this and then do it again. I just sprayed some penetrating oil on it. I'm going to run it back down. Those threads are getting messed up. I'm going to have to, I guess it's a good thing I did decide to record this, because I'm going to have to clean those threads off with a thread file. I'm going to clean those threads up with a thread file the best I can. This one is metric, and that seems to be the one that fits the best. This one over here is American. It's got another side underneath that handle. Or not American, but SAE threads. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up with that. And I don't have a link or anything on my videos as to where I get these tools, but sooner or later I'll start putting those links on there. I do plan on doing that someday. I forgot which side this is that fits. I think it's this one right here, this 24. I'll try it on this top one. It's this one here. The 16 is the one that fits. I just tried it on my top threads where I can actually get at it better. This is the one that fits the best. Let's see if that does it this time. I'm not happy about it being that tight all the way out. That tells me there's issues with this, either the threads on the nut or the threads on the stud. It's probably the stud because it's exposed. I have those studs cleaned off pretty much, and I got the rubber cones on there, but I'm going to show something on this shock. Got the embossed printing on it right here, has the shock number and everything. Be better to have that since it's pretty much on the same side as the opening of the hole. Be better to have this on the outside so that you can see those numbers if you ever need to know just what your part number is. If you buy your shocks through a different source than the dealer or something, and they're not going to match it up with your VIN number. And then of course you can just turn the top around so that you can see your emblem or your whatever you call this thing here. It says what brand it is. Just pull on it until it stretches out enough to go on there. We got the embossed area outside where I can see that. Put these in with the cone side going in, of course. If you can't figure that out, you shouldn't be doing this by yourself. Spray something on this, anti-seize or spray or whatever you want to use. I'm just going to go ahead and put spray on it. The nut bottoms out pretty good by itself, so I don't have to watch how far I tighten it. It seems to bottom out at the right place. So much for putting front shocks on. Thanks for watching.